Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
What's going on, buddy?
and Brett.
What's going on?
We're back to talk our favorite Sunday night phenomenon. We're talking MILF Manor. This is MILF Manor, season 1, episode 3. This one was entitled Your MILF Don't Dance. That having to do with the mother-son dance competition that comes later. And well, just off the bat with this, we'll get into some specific topics. They just love making these people do the most awkward things, like the dance off with your sexy dance off with your mom as your partner. Like, it's not worth it. None of the challenges are ever worth the reward. The juice is never worth the squeeze on this show for the contestants.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like, it's definitely like I've that on my notes. This is the low point of the episode, which is unfortunate because I thought it actually was a good episode.
Hey, you want to win a double date with your mom? Oh, she banged your best friend. Like, oh, you want to get to go to this tequila night? Oh, we're gonna murder your dog. Like, it's like I just nothing to do with it. Like, nope. I would just DQ from every challenge on MILF Manor.
I think these kids grinded more with their moms in the challenge than they did with whoever they picked as their date at the actual reward.
Right.
They don't try and make any moves so far. They're very awkward and it's very funny. So we do kick off the episode with Kelle apologizing for the Spanish fight. Don't speak Spanish in front of me. We had a lot of interesting takes on that last week, so I appreciate everybody. Let us know this week too. Comment on what you guys think about the competition and everything. But we had a lot of takes. Some people saying not a big deal. Some people saying very rude. Some people have like grown up in that type of environment. So it was like, again, I really appreciated it. But I think she made the smart move here. You cannot like villainize yourself that quickly.
Yeah, somebody in the comments. I was gonna say somebody in the comments called me out. They're like, "Oh, I'm not surprised you have that opinion that you think it's rude." So thank you for your comment. I appreciate it.
I think she needed to like she apologized because she's, I guess, afraid of losing her connection with Jose, which that would be the part that I mean, in the end, I think she did the right thing, and it's going to help her in the, I guess, in the game, sense of the game with her connections.
Harrison and Charlene were the winner of that double date, by the way. We'll get to that, but they chose to bring Stephanie and Jose respectively. I made the joke earlier, but we still have to show Jimmy watch. Jimmy's not doing too good. Jimmy's still he basically is told so young that like you're not my mother anymore.
Yeah, he's going through like the motions still.
He's going through the stages of grief, right? First it was denial, now it's acceptance, now it's anger. Like he's working his way through the stages.
Yeah, right? And what better shoulder to cry on than Gabriel?
Oh yeah, Gabriel, the devil snuggie wearing shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, backup singer for My Chemical Romance.
Duh. Gabriel said he'd fly himself home.
I mean, Gabriel might have to end up with Jimmy since Stephanie might not take him back. So it might be a second best option there.
That's in the business what we call a segue, people. So Stephanie definitely is the apple of a lot of eyes. We thought it was of 3 men. We thought it was Ryan, Gabriel, and Harrison. Turns out Harrison wasn't interested at all. Harrison took her on a date and literally talked about every other girl there. I just think he's just legit, just like an airhead, like model bro. Like, I don't think he was even trying to be a jerk.
Right. And even Charlene was like, "Oh, I really like Jose," and just doesn't take Jose. Or Ryan. She's like, "I really like Ryan," doesn't take Ryan on the date. It just, they did, like, their decisions didn't make any sense.
Yeah, that was Gabriel and Stephanie, April and Joey and Ryan and Pola, the 6 of them out on a mezcal flight. Kind of basically a tequila flight, which is, I think, a cool, like, I think it's not a bad date. The crickets were weird. We're big on the not eating the animal, like insects, gross crap here on this channel, but to each their own.
I would do it.
I'm surprised the Stephanie didn't want to eat them. I thought that might be something you do.
Your boy Gabriel, though, Brian, was acting a fool and throwing the crickets at people.
Yeah,
he would have got smacked up.
He's a doof.
Yeah, he got a lot of airtime this episode. I think we really got
a ton of airtime.
His
I actually remember his name.
Yeah,
that's true. I also, one of my favorite lines there was when Ryan was with Pola and he said that he's a limited time only deal, like at McDonald's. So it looks like he's already getting ready. And during this episode has moved on to Stephanie.
Ryan is the only one to me that actually, like, he's old enough where like the gap isn't that big, where like him dating, and he just, like, he is the most mature by leaps and bounds by all the guys. Like, I don't feel weird watching him interact with the ladies.
No,
not at all. Joey. Like, Joey is 20 and like talking about how he wants April to like she's wise. Like,
There's so many things she can teach. It's like he's watching American Pie. Like that's Stifler's mom to him.
Right,
basically.
exactly.
Like
exactly.
literally.
Joey had a good line
Kelle,
too that actually made the commercials where he's like, Gabriel better watch out because I'm gonna be his papa one day.
Yeah,
but
that was
coming
fun.
from the softest dude on that show, like it did not. There was no threat behind, no bite behind that bark. Stephanie being pursued, like I said. Then we had Billy and Kelle. So Kelle moves on to Billy, Stephanie's kid. Basically, all we know about him is he had sex on a beach and apparently now has a giant dick.
He's got a hammer.
He says that they don't make condoms.
That's cat.
I mean, they do make Magnum condoms. So does that mean it's just like there's something wrong with it? They don't make it for my type. I was like, okay, dude.
He has no game whatsoever. Like Kelle, I think handled it like great. Like she could have been like way meaner about like what was in her, like how he was just going about. But it looks like he's gonna get it.
Oh, he will. Yeah,
That's I was gonna say she called him out the whole time and then still kissed him. And at the end was like, I think he's my favorite. So
because of the penis,
because he apparently has a big dick,
packing heat, and she just wants some fun. So, we did end the episode though with the Stephanie issue. So it looks like Gabriel came and kind of started to talk to her and be like, "Hey, like, see you like talking to Ryan. You went out with Ryan. Thought we had something in the 17 minutes we hung out together. What's the deal?" Looks like Ryan's gonna be like basically like kick rocks, dude. And it looks like from the preview, we get our first real conflict next week.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
I got Ryan. I'm pro Ryan. He's my favorite dude on the show.
Yeah, I like Ryan so far.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I'm pro fights. So as long as they actually hit each other, it's all good.
I don't think they're gonna hit each other.
I don't think they're gonna hit each other either, but I think Ryan will win the argument.
I think he's gonna dress him down a little bit. Might call him a little B-boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he called him a man baby, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah, considering you're all literally on shows with your mom. Like you're all the last thing I do want to touch on, I probably meant to touch on a little bit earlier, but not a big surprise to us. Paula admitted in her power rankings that she's there for herself, then her son, then maybe to date. It's like Pola's the worst. She's up there.
Yeah, honestly. Like how did that when she said that, like how did that even I don't even understand. Like what is she there for, I guess, or did she know her son was
more worried about him not hooking up than her hooking up, basically, is what she's saying.
Yes. Such an interesting dynamic, this show.
It is interesting. And like I said, obviously the audience is there. We're here. This one, like I said, it was a pretty straightforward episode of reality TV. I think once we get off the shock factor of like there was nothing crazy that was like the slept with your best friend like last week where it really threw that dynamic out. Besides the dancing thing, which I'm kind of joking about. You could do a non-dirty dance with your mom kind of thing. But like
Jimmy stuck his face in So Young's butt. I thought that was funny. If you remember that part.
I do. And I'm sure she remembers it. But Jimmy's also, it's not his mom. He's disowned So Young right now. So Young technically is a free agent mom. Like you can claim her as your own mother right now in the MILF Island world.
Yes.
I'm very curious to see how the next few. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if that's not his mom anymore, do they hook up then?
And that's
never ruling it out.
That's when the Oscar music pumped is going on now when we get into the incest. I'm really looking forward to seeing next week, besides the fight, like the next few weeks overall, like will this start to feel like just more of a normal reality TV show, or will it still be more of like the gross spectacle of it being MILF Manor, right? So we're going to continue to watch. We hope that you guys follow along with us, but let us know how you thought this week progressed. Big week for the channel, a lot going on. We'll have Below Deck and The Bachelor early on in the week. Also look out for Married at First Sight. The challenge finale starts this week. I think it's going to be like a 3 week. So look out for Brett, Waleed, Kevin. What else do we got going on this week, Brian?
We'll do Are You the One? Brett and I are going to check out 90 Day Fiance the other way. We don't know when we're going to record it, but we're going to do that. I'm going to do my best to do some daily shorts for Love Island, because now that dropped on Hulu. So for anybody who didn't know that, check it out. That first episode was great, but we have a ton of stuff.
Yep. So look out for, like Brian said, regular YouTube videos, the YouTube shorts rolling out, our Instagram, our TikToks, all different type of stuff. A lot of fun content. Just not enough hours in the day to do long videos for everything. But for shows like Brian said, like Love Island, that we really enjoy and that we know you guys have a high viewership on our channel for, we want to find some kind of a medium ground. So that's how we're going to start. But for myself, Brian, Brett, thank you. Peace.